Welcome to Cheese Week number 4. For the fourth time on this channel, I'm going to be opening and tasting a new and different type of cheese every single day, 7 days in a row. And this time we're going to start with something a little bit different. I'm going to approach this with an open mind. I have never in my life eaten or knowingly eaten dairy-free cheese. I might have eaten it before, eating at restaurants that specialize in vegan foods. It is possible, but as far as knowingly buying dairy-free cheese, I never have, and I have no clue what this is going to taste like. Now, I've loved cheese my entire life. That's why cheese collecting and tasting is kind of a hobby for me. And when you're a cheese hobbyist, you're going to have to love cheese because it all has expiration dates. So with this one here, I probably would not have paid full price for this, but I got this for half price at a discount grocery store here on the West Coast, which is called Grocery Outlet. So it was very reasonable. I think it retailed for about $8, and I think this was $3.50 or something like that. And I thought, okay, it's time to try it because if I don't like it, it wasn't that expensive anyway. Now, I do clearly recall making the very first mistake I ever made in my cheese-loving life. It was sometime shortly after college. I was still learning to grocery shop for myself, and I bought low-fat cheese, and I knew it. I saw that it said low fat on there. It was a cheddar style cheese, and I was just thinking that, maybe it's a healthier option. Well, I also remember it being disgusting. And I have never since bought low fat cheese again uh, because fat is flavor. And it's low fat cheese. It didn't work for me. So this one I'm really curious about. This has California origins, which I'll show you, and then I'm going to cut this thing open and taste it for the first time in my life. Right here is a close-up of the package, as I just showed you. Creamy and delicious. It says it's a good source of calcium. Follow your heart. Now, it's really hard to read on this package because I don't know why they picked a green ink. I guess they were using 4 or 5 different colors when printing this, and I think that it should have been yellow. But that actually says since 1970 right there underneath the word heart. Okay, so then it says provolone, and then in tiny, tiny print, intentionally to make it hard to see, it says style. So provolone style, dairy-free cheese, 10 slices. It's soy-free, it's vegan, it's lactose-free, and it's non-GMO certified. And it is also certified as being plant-based. This package is a net weight of 7 ounces, and it retailed originally for $8. So technically, this provolone style cheese is more expensive than imported smoked lox Norwegian salmon. Now let's take a look at the back of the package here. I am typically looking for sodium. This is 170 milligrams. It seems on par with a cheese. Now the ingredients, number one ingredient, water, then modified food starch, coconut oil, high oleic sunflower oil, calcium citrate, salt, less than 2% of potato protein, natural flavors, tapioca maltodextrin, lactic acid, and then beta carotene for color. Now, this is made by New Earth in Chatsworth, California. So this also has transparency and food origin because you can see right there where it is made. It does not say distributed by, which to me, I don't care where something is distributed by. I'd like to know where food comes from, at least a country of origin. But the place that this is made by actually does have a street address on Google down there in Chatsworth, California. And then, of course, it says vegan, dairy-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, and soy-free. Awesome. Now, one thing that I've been wondering about with this cheese is would it melt? Now, I found this promotional picture of what appears to be some sort of a sesame seed bun or a bagel. And at first, it looks like a hamburger. But since this is targeting people perhaps with lactose intolerance who want dairy-free foods, or vegan foods, I suspect this isn't a hamburger. That's probably some type of a soy patty, and it does look good. I would absolutely bite into that thing right there. I think it needs a little bit of cream cheese. Now, speaking of Chatsworth, California, and the brand name Follow Your Heart in 1970, okay? Follow Your Heart is a market and restaurant that started in 1970 down there in Chatsworth, California, which is going to be down by LA. And anytime you hear of a city in California that you may have never heard of or you don't know where it's at, it's almost always down there by LA. So this cheese was started to support this market and restaurant. Uh, and I had no idea that there's been dairy-free cheese since 1970. So let's cut this thing open and see what it tastes like. I'm looking forward to this. Okay, so wow, it has a really extremely consistent look to it. Absolutely excellent. Take a look at that right there. Now they're not individually sliced. So let me cut the back open here and get one of these out. Wow, it looks absolutely flawlessly perfect. And it's a little bit hard to get apart. Okay, this is actually a double piece here. Let me set that aside. Here's what it looks like. It looks very what's a word for it? Uh Flawlessly perfect. It looks really manufactured. So let me pull these two pieces apart here. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful in appearance. Now, I wonder how it bends. Oh, okay, it cracks right at the top of a fold. So let me see what the aroma is like. This smells better than some provolones that I have tasted. There's a couple of store brands uh, which, let's just say, they're standard issue. It's something that would go well on a sandwich, but not something premium or high end. This has a really nice provolone aroma. Okay, first time in my life, let's try dairy-free, vegan, provolone style cheese from California. Hmm. Okay, but I'm going to be very fair about this. This is not cheese. This is provolone style, and it does say it on the package. But it's a really nice imitation of it. It's I do not dislike this. Is and like I said, I've tasted cheeses before that I do dislike, and they are low fat. I think I made that mistake once, and then I think I accidentally bought low fat cheese again without realizing it said it on the package, and I'm almost certain that ended up not being eaten. It has such a nice texture to it. This texture to me is superior to some provolones, and it has a creaminess. If I were to be served this on a sandwich, I'm not so sure that I would know at first that this is a plant-based cheese, and here's why. Because a sandwich would incorporate other flavors. Let's say this was served on a bagel with cream cheese and smoked salmon, and a whole bunch of black pepper, something heavily flavored with a slice of this. It would be difficult to discern this from cheese. Wow. I am happy with this. I'm very surprised. I have a couple of good friends that are lactose intolerant. Um, they some of them are or one of them in particular is a massive cheese lover, and the lactose intolerance doesn't stop her. Uh, I don't remember the name of it. There's something over the counter that's some sort of an enzyme that she can take, an OTC thing to counteract lactose intolerance. Well, hey, I just finished the whole slice, and I'm tempted to eat more of this. I'm actually tempted to see if this would melt and make mac and cheese. I'm going to rate this high. Now, I don't have anything else to compare it to. So, how do I rate it? It's way better than I thought. So, I'll just give it a 10-10. I can't really fairly give it anything lower than that because I've never tried anything like this before, ever in my life. And that is way, way better than what I expected. Well, I didn't have any expectations. I didn't know. Now I do. That's way better than what I was thinking it might be. It's really darn good. So it's nice to see that people that have chosen to eliminate dairy from their diet have such a lovely option like this. And as far as the meltability, taking a look at this here, I don't know what kind of a sandwich that is, but it definitely looks melted. So I believe it would. So this has been a wonderful experience to add a new type of cheese to my cheese tasting. Check it off my bucket list. That's it. To add another type of cheese to the list of the ones that I've tried before. You know, they even have a Gouda style or Gouda in Dutch, and I think I'm going to try it. I think I will give it. I think I want to give that one a shot as well. That sounds real interesting now. Would I buy Follow Your Heart brand again? Absolutely. If I was making dinner for people that were lactose intolerant, I would absolutely ask them, would you like vegan cheese? Because I just so happen to know of a great one. This is awesome. A good experience. Okay, if you like videos like this, be sure to subscribe for more. The next 6 days in a row, are going to be interesting cheeses. I'm going to try the brand new Red Siren from France. That cheese has a cult following. So until next time, enjoy your cheeses and peace out from San Francisco. Bye.